India has announced its test squad against Australia almost 25 days before. 17 people have been named in the team, and we are going to dissect the team and see where we stand with each new player coming in and also the injuries that they are carrying in.
That's right, Vijay. It's a 17-member squad, and there are a few surprises, a couple of very good additions as well.
Sure. So stick around and you get to know what will be Prabhu's 11 and what will be my 11.
Welcome to CricWorldStraightUp by Vijay and Prabhu.
Let's take a quick look at the squad. 17 members, unusually large for a home series. I'm sure they will trim it down before the match actually begins. But let's focus on the surprises or the shocks or some people whom we thought might not make it to the squad. What do you think, Vijay?
I think a couple of people I had no idea would be in. Jadeja, Unadkat. Good luck to him. He did pretty decent in Bangladesh, I remember. I can see why they would have picked him. Let's look at some positives here.
So the big news is that Suryakumar Yadav finds a place in the 17. Now, from all accounts, he's been treated mainly as a white ball player, but he finds a place in the test squad for his explosive batting, ability to change the game in about half an hour or so, which may be needed in the days to come.
Sure.
And the other surprise, according to me, is KS Bharat. We have embarrassment of riches as far as the wicketkeeper batsmen are concerned, and with the likes of Sanju Samson missing out, and of course Rishabh Pant not because of injury, but KS Bharat is quite a surprise, I would say.
What about Ishan Kishan?
Yes, because of the circumstances leading to this situation. In the 17, I think his name is fine. What happens in the actual 11 is another matter altogether, though. Yeah, the thing is that Ishan Kishan is a like replacement for Rishabh Pant, left-handed batsman, explosive player, and of course a keeper. So that's what the logic was, to replace him. Now, whether they can play him or not
is another story.
Yeah.
So those are the batsmen. What about the bowlers? Are you comfortable with the bowlers?
I won't say they were the best option, but the only options with the tried and trusted Umesh Yadav, Mohammad Shami, and Siraj would always be there because he's done reasonably well over the last 2-3 years.
Yes.
Unadkat did well in Bangladesh, so he is finding a place. So
a lot of people want to rate Ashwin as an all-rounder. Would you rate him as an all-rounder?
Let's put it this way, he's quite consistent to score 20s, 30s, 40s and sometimes 50s. So he's definitely a bowling all-rounder.
Okay. My issue with Rahul is not so much that he is not a good player, but he's not delivered at the level that he's expected to, because all this while he was purely playing as a batsman. But now if you are expecting him to keep wickets, which is a job in itself, and then on top of it come and maybe in the middle order, if he's going to be replacing Pant. See, I would rather play someone novice who's a better wicketkeeper than Rahul.
Are you saying that Bharat will play instead?
I will play Bharat over Rahul. I will play Ishan Kishan over Rahul. Purely because I'm not convinced of his wicket-keeping skills. And he's not delivering as a batsman either. Therefore, why not give somebody else a chance and blood them? Because is Bharat going to be a like-for-like option for Pant? Perhaps not in the batting department. But so is not Rahul. What has he done in the last few years? Besides all the concerns that I have about his batting, is that we are playing 3 spinners and Indian conditions are expected to be spinning maybe before lunch on the day 1. So how is he going to actually manage all that?
You've got a good point there, and I think that's what they're going to do. The team management will go with Rahul as a wicketkeeper batsman. even though it may not be the best option. The reason being that they are trying to accommodate Suryakumar Yadav in the team and have play with 6 specialist batsmen. And then when the keeper becomes is also a batsman, then you have the room for 5 specialist bowlers as well. Yes, the odd drop catch might prove crucial, but that's a chance I have a feeling that the Indian team management is willing to take, looking at the inclusion of Suryakumar Yadav. Otherwise, it makes no sense to include him in the 17 and not play him in the test. So what would be your 11 for the first test?
So my 11 would be Sharma, Gill to open, and then followed by Pujara, number 3, number 4 Virat Kohli, number 5 Shreyas Iyer, number 6 KS Bharat or Ishan Kishan. I'm happy to go with either. Number 7 would be Ashwin, Akshar Patel, Kuldeep Yadav, and the 2 pacers will be Shami and Siraj. What will be yours?
I think we'll have a couple of changes. Rohit Sharma, Rahul, then Cheteshwar Pujara, Virat Kohli, Shreyas, Suryakumar Yadav. So Rahul being our wicketkeeper batsman, and then we have 5 bowlers. And Jadeja I would keep just as he's making a comeback after such a very good last couple of years in Test cricket. So he's my number 7. You have 8 is Ashwin, then you have 9 Kuldeep Yadav, and then the fast bowlers. Not too many surprises there, but I would say Shami and Siraj.
Okay. So you are slotting in Suryakumar Yadav and Rahul replaces Gill. That's how Rahul comes in. Yeah?
Correct. Shubman Gill probably won't make it.
Wow. Okay.
Even though I think he should.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. I mean, I like Shubman Gill. He's done well against Australia in Australia. And he's a young person. So he needs to get as much cricket as possible.
Bumrah, who's been injured for about 6 months now, and Pant, and let's talk about the impact of their absence on this forthcoming blockbuster series between India and Australia. Vijay, what do you think is going to be the impact? Do you think we're going to miss them, or what do you think? Or do we have adequate replacements?
As far as Bumrah is concerned, let's look at his record. So you will see that Bumrah has actually played against Australia, but he's never played against Australia in India, at least in a test match. So whatever record that you see in front of you there is all that has actually happened in Australia. Now, in India, I think in the last couple of years, Siraj has done very, very well. I would rate Siraj as a very able replacement of his. And Shami obviously was always going to be part of in my 11, and so is also in your 11. So even though I would want to see that Bumrah back in the fold, and he obviously adds a great amount of weaponry, but I still feel that with Siraj, we have an able replacement. What do you think?
Yeah, I think in Indian conditions, Bumrah is not that effective anymore. Coming back from injury, it might take him a few months to get into the thick of things, and I don't think that his pace and he was never a swinger of the ball. So in India, if you can't swing the ball and if you can't get that pace, because the reverse, movement is not that accentuated in India because of different factors. I think that yes, he won't be missed too much.
Correct. And if India is considering workload management and all that for Bumrah, then I would actually cotton ball him right now and wait for him to fully recover and come back fit and fine for the World Cup, rather than rushing him in and getting further injured, and then you are jeopardized his further appearances for India in the very marquee kind of event.
True. Considering it's happened once before with Bumrah, I think they might just be twice shy.
Correct. So, what about Pant? How badly is he going to be missed?
I think Pant's case is just the same as Jadeja's. When Jadeja got injured around the Asia Cup, It threw the team management plans completely offline. Oh, we need a batsman and a bowler, and he was a very good all-rounder and stuff like that. So now the same case with Pant, who was a fantastic batsman in Test cricket, he proved himself over and over again in every situation, and a very, very good keeper. So now that he's injured, we don't have anybody who's even got any experience. Like Ishan Kishan never played a test. Bharat has never played a test. So it's going to be very, very tricky to blood a new wicketkeeper batsman, however talented that person might be, against the world number one team, which is Australia. Even though we are playing home. So it's going to be very, very crucial. His absence will be felt, and I have a feeling that will tilt the balance in Australia's favor.
Sure. Well, we've already said that in our previous video that he is actually a pivotal player, and it will be hard, really hard to replace him. That's fine, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean that's what we would expect pitches to spin. But with 25 days to go, we'll have to take a closer look at the pitch conditions, whether they leave any grass on the wicket, or whether they want the wickets to spin later in the match or immediately. So if you are talking about wicket spinning from day one, then there's no question we can't have Rahul as a keeper, because we need a top class keeper to keep up to spinners from day one. That probably will be Bharat, who's apparently a better keeper than Ishan Kishan. I don't really know the difference because I've only seen them in T20, so you can't really tell too much in T20 cricket. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of pitches they want.
Closer to time, we will obviously analyze how India is faring. Please leave your 11, or at least the ones which you don't agree with, in our comment section, and make sure that if you like the videos, then do subscribe and share them with other cricket lovers or anyone that you know would love to see something like this.
This is episode 41, and there were plenty of other very good videos which we have shot in the past. Do check them out and let us know what you think, and subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss another video.